Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone joining in. Welcome to the Sharks Fan TV. First of all, Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to your family, friends, everyone involved around your life. Happy New Year to them. Thanks for being here. Want to say 2020 was really rough, but guys, it's a new year and I'm excited. Um, yeah, thanks for joining in. Please keep on supporting. Like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you can. Let's expand the channel and I'll give you more content, guys. Remember, it's Sharks Fan TV, keeping it black and white, and nothing else matters. In today's video, I just want to talk about the game that's coming on Saturday, Sharks versus Griquas. We're playing at the Shark Tank. And I'm excited about this because, first of all, we'll just get into the stats. But Sharks and Griquas, it's one of the most enjoyable games, I have to say. Because, first of all, Griquas only have 5 points in the log. So that means they only have one win out of 5 games or out of 4 games. This is the 5th that we're going into. So it's one of those games that I'm confident going in. But the recent results were not really a shining light that we got, especially Lions and Cheetahs. Cheetahs is a hoodoo team, and they showed why. They even stopped us from scoring or putting in a try. We're gonna talk about a few things here. We're gonna talk about the Sharks form, the Griquas form, head-to-head actually. The last played games that we've met going back into, I think, 2017. We'll check that. I'm gonna give you the starting 15. I want to hear what your thoughts are on the Sharks team. I tried to get the Griquas team, but I think by the making of this video, the starting 15 is not yet out. I'll try to keep you informed throughout the video if it's out. I'm going to talk about what Sean Everett had to say. He really came out today and said a lot of things concerning the past 2 defeats. And we just want to see what he had to, we'll see what he had to say concerning those defeats and also his return, because Jans van Rensburg is the one, our forwards coach, is the one who, our backlines coach, sorry, is the one who took us in the game against Cheetahs, and we didn't perform accordingly. So we'll see how, if he's making excuses or not, and then I'll show you the log table. And we're gonna talk about if we're gonna make it in the semis, the playoffs, if we're gonna make it to the playoffs or not in this Currie Cup. Remember, we have 2 games left, Griquas and Western Province. We have to win them and we have to get bonus points. And I'll show you why we have to do that to secure semi-final place. So let's get into it, guys. I'm gonna start with the Sharks form, the home team form. Last 6 games we played, we've won 3, lost 3. We lost against Cheetahs, Lions, and we lost, I'm talking about the Currie Cup. We lost in the semi-finals of last year's Currie Cup. So last 6 games in the Currie Cup. I'm not putting in the Super Rugby Unlocked here, so because this is a Currie Cup tournament, so we'll look into that. We won. We lost against Cheetahs 10-37, lost against Lions 12-27, and you can see they are low scoring games. We didn't even get a bonus point loss. We lost momentum and we lost a lot of points in the log table in this loss. So Bulls, we won against them 32-29 at Kings Park, and it feels like a long time ago, considering that it was only 3 games ago, last year, because it's the new year. It feels like a long time ago, and that was the real decent performance that we put there. Manny Libok came into play. He really played the game. Cohen Bosch also controlled the mid, controlled the fly half spot, and he's shown more than Moni Stein. But last few games, he hasn't been, we've been absent. The last game against Cheetahs, if you haven't seen my video on the post-match review, please guys, You can pause this and go back and watch and give me your thoughts there. I will comment on them. We lost in the fifth game, the last fifth game we played, which was a semi-finals against Cheetahs. So we've actually met Cheetahs twice and we lost consecutively against them. Then that game against Bulls, we won 48-40. So that was our last 6 games. Going into this, our form is we played 10, won 6 and lost 4. We've scored 224 points, and the points scored against us are 268. 22 tries that we scored. That number hasn't risen from last week. Last week against Cheetahs, we didn't even score a try. And tries against are 28, so we keep conceding tries. It was 24. We conceded 4 tries this time, and it's now 28. Going into Griquas, we've seeing the Griquas. They played the last Currie Cup game this season. Actually, they've played 2 games because actually 3 games. Sorry, because they were supposed to play 4 games, but the Bulls games was cancelled due to COVID-19 protocols being there. So against Western Province, they lost 17-34. The Bulls before that is the one that was called off. It was cancelled. I think they shared points, just like how we did in the Super Rugby Unlocked, where we were due to play Stormers and the game got called off. Actually, we were not given even points, so I don't know. And then the third last game they played against Pumas, they lost 17-12, lost 17-20 to the Lions, scoring a lot of these 17s. They have a try in them, guys, so let's not underestimate them. They have a try. Looking at that Lions game, they scored 3 tries. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, they scored 3 tries. That was way back in the opening of the Currie Cup games when we were playing Pumas for us. And then last year in the Currie Cup, they reached the semi-finals, which they lost to the Lions also. They lost 19-34. And before that, they also played the Lions in their last game, which they lost 26-27. Their form going into this is they played 10, won 4 and lost 6. And those 4 are for this season's Currie Cup. Granted, they played 3, but they've lost. Ultimately they've lost all their Currie Cup games. Like I said, they have 5 log points, which we'll see, and that is because of the win they had against Western Province in the Super Rugby Unlocked. They've scored 252 points, which is more than us. We've scored 224, but they conceded 307 points. So their defense also is shaky. They've conceded a lot of tries, and we can explore them, especially using our pacey wings. And we'll look at the starting 15 and see who comes in the wings, especially. Going into the head-to-head, we played 10 games. Obviously, the last 10 games we played against them, we've won 7 and lost 3. And the last game that we played was against, the last game we played against them, we won 33-34. So that was a very nail-biting. I remember that game, nail-biting game. We had to score points, more points than tries. But in the end, we held on to our victory, 33-34, guys. So that is what happened in the stats, looking at the stats. Now, going into the starting 15, we have a few changes in the starting 15. First of all, due to COVID-19 protocols, there's still an outbreak of COVID-19 and a few guys are out. Also, a few guys are still out due to injury. Remember, Thomas Dutoit is still out due to rib injury that he sustained against the Bulls. So we've made changes, and mostly the changes are in the forward position. Last week, Manny Libok went out of the game because of concussion during the game. And I'm happy to say that my star boy, I like this kid because he's really a dancer and I like how he dances. I like his involvement when it comes to attacking play. I like his defense. He has to improve though in his defense, but at the moment I like what it brings to the game, what it brings to the team. And I'm talking about, of course, this guy, Apelele Fassi. Came in, didn't really shine in the game, but he really was solid in his defense. But he couldn't help us actually concede less tries because cheaters were just too much on us, and we had a really poor game. So that's one guy who will start from the beginning. And in my previous videos, I was saying, like, I was telling Manny, like, come on, man, I really want you to succeed. I really want you to play better so that Fassi just doesn't come and replaces you just like that, you know. But he came in. Granted, it is an injury to Manny, but then Fassi comes in. So let's look at the rest of the players who come into the game. Ox keeps his place, our Lucid, and then the other prop is Michael Kumbirai. He really struggled against the Lions, and he was taken out for John Hubert Mayer, but Hubert Mayer wasn't a better replacement. Let's just be straight. It was poor, and that just shows how we lack in depth, and we really have to recruit well in the off season so that when you go to the Rainbow Cup, the Pro 14 Rainbow Cup, that we're gonna have depth or strength in the bench coming in. So he comes back. Michael Kumbirai comes back. Fezon Mbata comes in for Kieran van Vieren. The guy Mbata, I like his game, but I haven't seen much. His throw-ins are a bit suspect because we've been really poor in lineouts, and he's part of it. So I just want to see some improvements from that. JJ van der Mesht and Ruben van Heerden comes in. Ruben comes in for Aston Fortan. Aston, he has struggled when it comes to the game. He's been very I think he was hiding in the Cheetahs game because I didn't see much of him, you know. So Ruben starts in front of him, of Aston Fortan. Then our flanks will be Henko Fenter, who's been very, very nice to in that position, and Boli, Tembalani Boli. He played as an 8th man in the previous game, replacing Noche, but he comes in as a flank. He's been utilized as flank before in the under 19s, under 21s, and now he'll come into to that position. And then Noche also keeps his position as number 8. He started well, and I think if he just continues giving him a run of games, then he'll come good and be back to his Super Rugby, the best that he was in the Super Rugby, because he was very quick on his feet and he really played a good part in our, let's say, success, because we were leading the log by the time it was cancelled. Our number 9 is Jaden Hendrickse, the scrum half. He retains his spot, and Nohamba still in the bench. You'll see it later. Cohen Bosch is still a fly half. I don't know if you have a fly half replacement, but I'll still continue playing Bosch. He's really cemented the place ever since Sean Everett came in, and it's been good to us. So I want to see more of his kicking the way he does, not only on penalty conversions, but in open play. I want to see us gain territory due to him. I want to see those kicks that are deep into their 22, where there are no defenses there, so that we can actually close the gap and play more in Griquas territory. Yao and Werner Koch, those are our wings. Yao is our blind side, of course. And in the Cheetahs game, I remember he scored the try 3 minutes later. I think in the video I said we didn't have a try, but I remember it was just dreadful. That's why I don't remember the tries that we scored. So Yao Peng comes in and he will be our wing, our blindside wing. Werner Koch still retains his spot. Sboom Kosi, I don't know where he is still. I've tried to look, maybe it's just due to COVID-19 protocol. There is no injury update on him. Lucanio our outside center, and our captain as well. And Jeremy Ward comes in for Marius Law. Jeremy Ward also started the last game. So you can see Sean Everett bringing in changes, and of course Apelele Fassi, who becomes our fullback. You can see Sean Everett has really made changes. He's made about 4 changes, especially in the forwards, that we need a resilient forward. Last game, the Cheetahs really dismantled us in the scrumming. They dismantled us in the rucks, and they even stole more of our lineouts. So they gained a lot in us, and we'll see what Sean Everett had to say about that coming into this game, why he's made these changes. Replacements coming in is Dan Yoster, Kwesi Mona, Andrew Jacobs, Aston Fortan, Dylan Richardson, Nohamba, Manny Libok, and Anthony Folming. So Anthony comes in. There are others who've dropped out, like Kieran Van Furen, and Thomas Dutoit, like I said, is still out injured. We still miss our lock. He's still in family bereavement. So that's the lineup, guys. Let me give it to you once again. Our props, Ox and Michael Kumbirai. The hooker is Fezon Bata. Our locks are Van der Mesht and Ruben van Heerden. Our flanks are Henko Fenter and Boli. 8th man is Kumbuzo Noche. Our scrum half is Jaden Hendrikse. Fly half is Cohen Bosch. Blindside and open side wings are Yao and Koch. Our inside and outside centers are Jeremy Ward and Lucanio Am, and then Apelele Fassi is our fullback. So guys, let me know what you guys think about the starting 15. Let me know how the game will go. We know we are saying it's easy, but I want to know. So let me know in the comment section below what you feel about the starting 15. Who should be dropped out, who should come in. If you're satisfied with the lineup, and if not, let me know why, or who would you have placed instead, considering what we have in the bench. So Sean Everett had to say a few things concerning the previous losses, and listening to him, he said we've struggled with consistency in our selection due to COVID protocols and with injuries. It's not ideal changing your team week after week, and we're losing important people as we go along, he says. But that is a problem all the teams are facing. So he's not making an excuse here. He's not cutting corners. He says it's no excuse because every team is facing injuries and COVID-19 protocols. And he continues by saying it's been frustrating winning certain aspects of the game like territory and possession, line breaks and gain line battles, but we struggle in set pieces and individual skill errors. That's what I was saying in the previous video. That's what I was saying, like we looking at the stats, we had more possession, we had more territorial game, but we were playing in our territory. I just didn't understand. And why we were not kicking, our scrum up was not kicking those up and unders so that our wings can go into play. We were not bringing the back line into play, and it was really frustrating to watch that we had no ideas, we had no plan B going into the games when Cheetahs were really taking it to our territory, taking the game to us. So it's been very consistent. He's been very consistent in what as fans we've been observing. So I want to see if this lineup that is put, if this team will respond, that we have no excuses. We've been very poor. We've done much well in other places, but that's not enough to win games. So he hasn't minced words, and I like what he says. I want people to stand up, and I want people to own, their mistakes. so that we move forward. We'll support you as a fan base, and I want that from my team. Going into the log table, guys, we're just gonna check the overall standings, and it's not looking too colorful for us. Look at that. We are 4th with 28 points. Vodacom Bulls are first with 35. Then we have Province and Lions with 31 and 29 points. Cheetahs are coming in with 26. So if they win their game, we fail to win this Griquas game, they take a semi-final spot. Pumas, granted, they are far off, they have 12 points, and our opponents for the weekend are Griquas with 5 points, with only one. Actually, they haven't won any game. They've drawn 1, so they have 7 points. Why am I saying 5? Sorry. They have 7 points from the Super Rugby matches that they played, but they haven't won in the Currie Cup. So this reflects all the games that we've played. We've played 6 in total. Lions, actually, we've played 10. Everyone has played 10, but we've won only 6. Lions have won less, but they are more because of the bonus point try that they scored, first of all, against us. So we are, if we finish 4th, we're gonna face the Bulls at Loftus, and I don't like the sound of it. I wanted a home semi-final, so I need a bonus point try. I hope a bonus point game. I hope Sean Everett really goes for it. I hope the Sharks really go for it, so that we can win the game with low points, and we can take advantage of the games, because Western Province are playing Cheetahs, so we can take advantage. If Cheetahs win, then here comes an opportunity for us to climb up the log table. So we really have to show what we're made of, guys. So let me know, guys, what you think about the game that's coming on Saturday at the Shark Tank, Kings Park Stadium. Sharks versus Griquas. Let me know what you feel. Are you going into the game confident? Let me know where you'll be watching it from. All across the country, all across the world. Everyone is welcome to join in. Remember, we're keeping it black and white and nothing else matters. I'll tell you results of other games that are affecting us as well after this. I'll put a post-match review show. So also check that out. That's coming over the weekend. And keep it black and white, guys. Just a reminder before I go, we have the Who Are They series coming in. Remember, we've joined the Pro 14, and these are the teams that we're gonna be facing. I'm talking about Connacht, I'm talking about Zebre, Cardiff Blues, talking about Dragons, and I've been asking a question, I've been asking a challenge, guys, that you guys have to tell me which 2 teams come from Italy. Remember, I told you there are 4 that comes from Ireland, 4 from Wales, and 2 is from Scotland and Italy. I wanted you to tell me which team came from Italy and which other team apart from Edinburgh that comes from Scotland. So let me know in the comment sections below, and I will reply to your comments, guys. Let's keep it interactive. Let's keep it lively, guys, and continue sharing the video, continue commenting, and continue subscribing. So once again, Happy New Year to you guys. Hope the year goes well for you. Wishing you the very best of your health, wealth, and success this year. And let's hope for a good game, guys. See you soon.